and welcome. Let's dive into all that's happening in the Rajya Sabha elections. A key day, 15 seats, 3 states. What's happening? Let's go over to Maria for all the details at this hour.
Thank you, Rika. We are shifting focus to Karnataka at the moment. Remember, in the state of Karnataka, there are 4 Rajya Sabha seats, but there are 5 candidates in fray. The Congress party certainly is hoping that they will ensure that their candidates sail through. The entry of multi-millionaire real estate baron, who is a JDS BJP candidate, D. Kupendra Reddy, has actually added the twist and turn in this election for the 4th seat in what is being seen as a keen contest. First, let's listen into the reactions and then I bring in Veera Raghav.
This election, Congress the day one. Every day they are disturbing JDS MLAs. Every day they are expressing that more than 12 to 13 MLAs of JDS, they are with Congress. They are ready to join Congress. For that reason only, to show our strength intact, we have put the candidate.
हमारे साथ कांग्रेस के वरिष्ठ नेता रिजवान अरशद साहब हैं। 5वां कैंडिडेट एनडीए ने उतारा है, 4 सीटें हैं। आपको नहीं लगता कि आपकी पार्टी यानी कांग्रेस में सेंधमारी की पॉसिबिलिटी ज्यादा है?
देखिए, इनको उतारने की क्या जरूरत थी, मुझे बताइए। क्या इनके पास उतनी संख्या बल है? नहीं है। जब इनकी संख्या नहीं है तो उतारना क्यों है कैंडिडेट? तो इसलिए उतार रहे हैं कि आपके पास भ्रष्टाचार का जमा हुआ इतना पैसा है कि आपको लगता है कि हम कांग्रेस वालों को खरीद लेंगे, जो होने वाला नहीं है। आपके पास आईटी, ईडी, सीबीआई है, उससे डरा देंगे, धमका देंगे, जो कोई डरने वाला नहीं है। तो आप देखेंगे कि बीजेपी और जेडीएस एक्सपोज होगी और बुरी तरीके से इस इलेक्शन में हारेगी। कांग्रेस का हर एक एमएलए और इंडिपेंडेंट सब मिलकर कांग्रेस पार्टी के तीनों कैंडिडेट को वोट डालेंगे और हाईएस्ट मार्जिन से हम यहाँ जीतेंगे।
तो अब आपको कितना 138 हो गया ना, एक तो एमएलए साहब की डेथ हो गई, उसके बाद
140 से ज्यादा वोट आएंगे कांग्रेस के तीनों कैंडिडेट।
140 कैसे कह रहे हैं? यानी क्रॉस वोटिंग की संभावना आपको दूसरे खेमे से लग रही है?
आप देख लीजिए, इन्होंने तो सेंध लगाने की कोशिश की थी, ये जो उल्टा भी हो सकता है।
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। तो ये रिजवान अरशद, जिनका कहना है कि सेंधमारी की कोशिश बीजेपी की तरफ से हुई, जेडीएस की तरफ से हुई, एनडीए के उम्मीदवार यानी डॉक्टर कुपेंद्र रेड्डी को जिताने की। लेकिन जैसा कि आपने सुना, रिजवान अरशद का ये कहना है कि जब नतीजे आएंगे तो भले ही इनके पास 138 विधायक हैं, लेकिन जो काउंट होगा वो 140 तक पहुंच सकता है। यानी साफ है कि इशारा सेंधमारी की तरफ है जेडीएस और बीजेपी के बीच।
It is a prestige battle for Siddaramaiah and DK Shivkumar in Karnataka. They are certainly hoping that all the candidates of the Congress party sail through these elections. Remember, the Congress only yesterday had complained that their MLAs are being blackmailed to vote for Kupendra Reddy. A Congress delegation had also filed a complaint with the Bengaluru Police Commissioner. Veera Raghav is joining us live. So, Veera, how are the votes stacked up?
Well, at the moment, about 50%, 50-60% done. Remember, each MLA, if you're cross-voting, has to announce which side you're going to vote in terms of your first preference candidate. As I was mentioning, Maria, down to the wire as far as the Congress is concerned, but several Congress leaders suggesting that you're all worried about Congress holding its flock together. But what about the JDS also holding its flock together? They seem to be pretty confident. The BJP also expressing its confidence. So once the entire voting process is over, which I think by about 2 o'clock, MLAs are going in groups of 5 and voting and coming out. So once the whole process is over around 2 o'clock, we'll have clarity of whether there was any cross-voting or not. And so I think pretty much we'll have the clarity by about 2:30, though the official results will be announced post 5. Okay,
so the Congress in this assembly of 224, Veera, has 135 MLAs. And they
134, Maria, yes. Because one MLA passed away. They
That's
were
right. Yes, so 3 candidates in fray: Ajay Makan, Nasir Hussain, and GC Chandrasekhar. While
right.
the BJP has 66 MLAs. Correct me, Veera.
Correct.
That's right. So combined MLAs, if we were to look at it for the second candidate, that is Kupendra Reddy, because the JDS has 19 MLAs, they will be able to ensure that he sails through.
No, with the 19 MLAs of the JDS, Maria, they come to 85 total. At 46 per candidate, you need 92 MLAs to get 2 seats. So the JDS BJP combined is 7 first preference votes short for a second seat, which is why fielding of D. Kupendra Reddy was seen by the Congress as an effort to test the waters within the Congress party. Kupendra Reddy, a former Rajya Sabha MP, someone who's considered to have a lot of money clout as well as deep political connections on all sides of Karnataka's political divide. Remember, unlike other states, perhaps like many other states, Karnataka also has, politicians and MLAs and legislatures who shift sides at ease. D. Kupendra Reddy is someone who's known to have links on all sides, and hence fielding him was seen as a strategic move to test the Congress. The Congress, of course, saying that we'll take this test back to the BJP and the JDS. Some Congress leaders indicating they might get as much as 140 votes, but we'll have to see how this plays out. Having said all this, Maria, the reason why this is very important for the Congress, remember Karnataka, the most powerful state as far as the Congress is concerned at the moment, it's a prestige battle. And as you point out in terms of number, after the demise of one Congress MLA, 134, plus you have Janardhan Reddy, you have Darshan Putaneya of the Farmers Party, and you have 2 other independents. So you've got 138, which is exactly the number needed for the renomination of your 3 Rajya Sabha MPs. Even if one goes here and there, it could result in a question mark, which is why it's a big prestige battle and zero room for error as far as the Congress is concerned. But of course, the party seems confident.
And there is this fear also in the mind of Mr. Reddy. Will history repeat itself? Because in 2022 Rajya Sabha elections, the 2, in fact, JDS MLAs had cross-voted, which had led to a surprise defeat of his own candidature. So we'll watch that story very closely. Veera, appreciate your time. Shifting focus to the big state of Uttar Pradesh, 10 seats and 11 candidates in fray. Tanishq, I believe, has a special guest with him. Tanishq, over to you, a quick conversation.
Yes, Maria, I am joined by Ashish Singh Patel, UP, a minister in Uttar Pradesh cabinet, and also working president of Apna Dal, Sonelal. He is here with all his 13 MLAs. And आज क्या भाजपा की तरफ से 8 जा रहे हैं अब राज्यसभा में?
निश्चित तौर पे हम 8 प्रत्याशी जीत रहे हैं और बड़ा खेल हो चुका है, जिसको प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी, मुख्यमंत्री श्री योगी आदित्यनाथ जी की नीतियों पर भरोसा था और जो हमारी सरकार ने वंचित वर्ग के लिए काम किया है, उन नीतियों पर भरोसा करके विपक्ष के बहुत सारे जनप्रतिनिधि हमारे साथ आ चुके हैं।
अब आपने कहा कि खेल हो चुका है, तो मतलब अब बीजेपी ने कहीं ना कहीं, एनडीए ने कन्विंस कर लिया समाजवादी पार्टी के एमएलएस को।
मैं कह रहा हूं ना कि नीतियों पर भरोसा है, उनके पैरों के नीचे जमीन नहीं बची है, सब समझ चुके हैं उनके जनप्रतिनिधि, तो निश्चित तौर पे वो लोग हमारे साथ आ रहे हैं।
आगे इस तरीके का और भी कुछ देखने मिल सकता है?
ये सैंपल है, आगे बहुत कुछ होना है, इंतजार करिए।
Thank you, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। So ADS working president speaking to us. So Maria, of course, it is quite sure that cross voting has taken place. Cross voting has taken place. Manoj Pandey, it was being said that Manoj Pandey could likely cross vote today. He came here. He was meeting with the minister Daya Shankar Singh, and he also resigned as the chief whip. Now procedurally it doesn't make a lot of impact because whip is not issued while this voting takes place. But of course, action can be taken at party level. Samajwadi Party could definitely take some action against Manoj Pandey, although Manoj Pandey was considered to be a loyalist, Akhilesh loyalist. But of course, action can be taken against him and the other Samajwadi Party MLAs that will cross vote. The voting is going on. It seems that BJP has somewhat, made their last-ditch efforts successful in bringing Samajwadi Party MLAs to vote for them. Yes, Maria.
So 8 candidates of the BJP in all, 7 will sail through immediately with the first preference vote. It is the battle for the the 9th seat, which is interesting because the Samajwadi Party has fielded 3 candidates. It is the third leader, third candidate, I would say, who is a retired IAS officer, whose election is going to be a tough one here. So here what happens here, Tanishq, in Rajya Sabha elections, that every time a vote is cast, the MLA actually announces he has cast his vote in whose favor. That is the way it happens to make it public. So how many votes that have been cast so far? Do we have some estimate? We can see actually Yogi Adityanath seated there to ensure that nothing goes wrong on the BJP side. And Akhilesh Yadav also at the assembly in Uttar Pradesh. Yes, Tanishq, quickly.
Yes, yes, Maria, of course. The voting is taking place. You know, I would like to also tell you about, while we were talking to Apnadal Sonenal's working president, there is also Apnadal Kamerawadi, which whose MLA is Pallavi Patel. Now, of course, you know, the relations have started between Akhilesh Yadav and Pallavi Patel. You know, while the Rajya Sabha candidates were being nominated, Pallavi Patel clearly raised objection and said that Akhilesh Yadav, though he speaks of PDA, but that is not reflected while he nominated candidates for the Rajya Sabha. But of course, that later changed. We saw, you know, a softer stance from the side of Pallavi Patel after the vote sharing, after the seat sharing formula worked out between the Congress and the Samajwadi Party. But today, you know, when Akhilesh Yadav arrived to vote here, when he was here, we are being told from our sources that they had a word, Pallavi Patel and Akhilesh Yadav, and Akhilesh Yadav was seemingly upset with Pallavi Patel. You know, of course, if sources are to be believed, he also said that we do not need your vote. That is what Akhilesh Yadav said to Pallavi Patel of Apna Dal Kamerawadi. So, of course, yes, voting taking place. It seems like that the BJP's last-ditch effort are somewhat becoming successful. I would again like to talk to you about the numbers game that is here. 11 candidates for 10 vacancies, 3 from Samajwadi Party, 8 from Bharatiya Janata Party. For BJP, they need 296 first preference vote. The Samajwadi Party need 111 first preference vote. Yeah, Samajwadi Party was short of 3 votes. Yes.
The presence of Akhilesh Yadav and Yogi Adityanath in the assembly shows the significance of this battle in Uttar Pradesh.